Annyeonghaseyo and hello to all of you. In today's video, I am really excited to share with you how to make Nqaj Nyuj Leeg Hau, which is beef tendon soup. And this is probably one of my all-time favorite soups to make during the winter time. It is great all year round, but I love it in the winter time because it is comforting. It is so delicious. My whole family loves it. Especially if you love beef tendon, this soup will be perfect for you. So I'm going to show you how to make it today. It's super simple. This is more of a simplified version, but still tastes very delicious and very comforting. So it's quite easy to make. Let's go ahead and I'll show you how to make it. So the first thing I like to do is to cook the beef tendon and the short ribs. So I have here some beef tendon, and beef tendon is a very fibrous and chewy beef tissue. It needs to cook down so that you can actually eat it. And you can definitely find beef tendon at almost any Asian grocery store. Sometimes they're fresh, sometimes they come frozen. So the fastest and easiest way to cook tendon is in a pressure cooker, or in this case, I'm going to be using a instant pot. I'm going to place the tendon straight into the instant pot and season it with some salt. Add in some water. This is about 8 cups of water. I'm going to cook this under meat and stew on high for about 60 minutes. Cooking time will definitely depend on the thickness and the size of the tendon that you end up getting. So after an hour of cooking, feel free to check the tenderness if you want to cook it more. Some people like it very tender, and some people like it a little bit on the chewier side. I like it a little bit more on the tender side, so I like to cook this down quite a bit. And then in goes the beef chuck short ribs. I love to use short ribs for extra protein and flavor. Short ribs have a really good meat to fat ratio, so I love using it for this soup in particular. But you have the option to use any part of the beef that you like. And then this is going to cook under the same setting, but for 30 minutes only. And then once they're cooked to your liking, take it out to allow it to cool completely before cutting it. Once the beef tendon and the short ribs are cooked to my liking, we are ready to make the soup. In a really good pot, I'm going to add in some water. And for extra flavor and texture, I'm going to be adding in some smoked beef. This is Nqaj Nyuj Leeg, and this is the one that my mom and I made. We usually have it in the freezer handy. I do have a recipe on how to make this. I'll put the link down in the description box so that you can give it a go as well. I like to slice this really thin and add it into the soup for extra flavor. Season it with some salt. And this is my mom's favorite seasoning packet, which is the Dynasty Wonton soup base mix. And you can easily find this at your local Asian grocery store at the seasoning section. And I'm only going to be using 1 pack of this. I have here some wood-eared mushrooms, and I prefer the smaller wood-eared mushrooms so that it's easier to eat, and also you don't have to cut it. You can also buy them dried and then just hydrate them again, but you can also buy it fresh like this. Just make sure you rinse it a few times before you put it into the soup. And in here, I have some pickled sour bamboo. Now, this is totally optional, but I love the flavor of pickled sour bamboo in this soup. You could definitely use just regular bamboo if you like. This is the one that my grandma made. She sent it to us from Thailand, so I'm using this today. Anytime you use sour pickled bamboo, just make sure you rinse it a few times to get rid of the saltiness and a little bit of that acidity, and then cut it into bite-sized pieces before you add it into the soup. There's so many different brands and kinds of sour bamboo. If you are going to be using sour bamboo for this soup in particular, you can go and choose the Cock brand or the Dragonfly brand. I have here a pretty good handful of fresh kaffir lime leaves. I like to add quite a bit for extra flavor into the broth. I have here a lemongrass leaf bundle for extra aroma. If you don't have this, you can definitely use 1 lemongrass stalk. Just make sure you smash it up before you add it in there. Give this a stir and cover this and allow this to cook for about 5 to 8 minutes. At this point, we are ready to add all the other ingredients. So here I have the sliced cooked short ribs. I just cut it into bite-sized chunks and we'll add it into the soup. And then do the same to the beef tendon. Once it's cooled, cut it into bite-sized pieces. You can cut it however big or small you like, really up to you. And then I'm also going to be adding in some Thai round green eggplants. I like to quarter these before I add it into the soup. Give this a stir and cover this with a lid and allow this to simmer for about 8 minutes or until the eggplants are tender to your liking. Okay, so the soup is pretty much almost done. The last few things we're going to be adding in is some chili peppers that I sliced in half for some kick, and then some fresh chopped dill. I like a lot of dill in this soup. It really brightens the soup up and it goes really well with the beef. So you can definitely add as much or as little as you want. Give this a stir, turn off the heat, and the soup is pretty much done. Beef tendon soup is so comforting. I love when my mom makes it because she puts all different kinds and parts of the beef into this soup, and their flavor is amazing, especially served with fresh steamed rice. My favorite way is to add rice into the bowl and just give this a really good mix and enjoy it while it's still hot. And that is it for today's video. I do want to note you can actually make a really big pot of this soup, cool it down, and then individually portion them into containers or Ziploc bags. Place it into the freezer, and then when you crave this soup again, just thaw it out and then rewarm it into a pot or in the microwave and enjoy it with some fresh steamed rice. The flavor and the texture are still really good. All the ingredients that I added into the soup does pretty well in the freezer. So if you want to give this recipe a go, I do have the full written recipe on my website. I'll put the link down in the description box so that you can give it a go. Other than that, this soup is so worth it. It is comforting and great to have on a nice cold day. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!